Tomorrow marks the day when all the newcomers dive into Monster Hunter Wild Hunt. Whether you're a newbie or a veteran hunter, there are 5 things you must understand before starting. The first weapon you choose doesn't necessarily have to be the longsword. The series offers a wide variety of weapons to choose from, and the game provides players with the best weapon options through a psychological questionnaire. The longsword is indeed stylish, but its side effects are also stylish. I recommend newcomers to start with the longsword, but in this game, you can carry 2 weapons. When you encounter monsters that are hard to cut, switch to a greatsword or hammer, and for troublesome melee monsters, use a bow, crossbow, or cannon. When facing monsters that are difficult to dodge, either stand your ground with a lance or show off with a charge blade, pairing weapons to avoid being targeted by monsters. This will be the core of this game. Even if your longsword skills are refined to perfection, I still recommend choosing a secondary weapon because there's a new longsword mechanism that you might miss out on. Secondly, the new game mechanics include the grappling and counter system. In this game, players can engage monsters head-on through grappling and countering. Countering involves timing the monster's attack and executing specific actions to successfully hit and deal damage. It can also deflect monster attacks. In short, this is an advanced version of the Dragon Carver. As for the grappling mechanism, as the name suggests, it allows you to suppress the monster after successfully withstanding its attack, creating an opportunity for output. Now, here's the tricky part. Not all weapons are suitable for this new mechanism. Greatswords and bowguns can both counter and engage in absolute power hunts. Hammers and switch axes can counter, while sword and shield, lances, and charge blades can grapple. Wait, what about the longsword? What about my longsword? Sorry, the longsword isn't included, so the greatsword is better. You have to learn the greatsword. That's why I choose the longsword. 3 essential plugins for the game. Every generation of Monster Hunter has very useful mods that can greatly enhance the player's gaming experience. For example, you must use an accelerator to prevent teammates from crashing and causing a hunting failure. Another example is the mod that displays the monster's health, allowing you to know exactly when the monster is in a capturable state, preventing accidental deaths. But the most important thing is the frame rate. The optimization in this game is concerning, and for friends with less powerful graphics cards who want both good graphics and high frame rates, it's hard to enjoy the game without a frame rate plugin. In the past, you had to spend a lot of time downloading these things one by one, but now we only need one UU accelerator. UU has developed exclusive optimizations specifically for Monster Hunter Online play, ensuring stable connections regardless of who you're matched with. It also comes with a built-in health mod and a plugin to improve game frame rates. It provides a one-stop guarantee for players' hunting experience, so even if your buddy is messing around, it doesn't matter. By entering a code while swimming, Monster Hunter players can get free acceleration time. Console players can also use the UU acceleration box to start the game with acceleration effects already enabled. Fourth, the key to the game's trap sensation in Monster Hunter lies in hunting. As long as you can win, you can use any means. Flash bombs, explosive barrels, paralysis traps, capture traps. Bring all the items and traps you can. In this game, traps that are not triggered can be retrieved, which strongly encourages players to use traps against enemies. This type of terrain trap has also been enhanced. When encountering trees covered with vines or unstable stone pillars in the game, we can use a grappling hook to bind the monster or knock it down to create an opportunity for attack. Fifth, the brand new wound focus mechanism introduces many innovative stages, mainly divided into battle wounds, injuries, and scars. You can think of it as an upgraded version of part destruction. When players repeatedly hit the same part of a monster, the monster's skin will break, which is considered a battle wound. Subsequent attacks on that part will receive a damage bonus, and at this point only a small amount of damage is needed for the battle wound to become a wound. In this focused mode, players can see a red glow and can perform special moves to break the wound, inflicting significant damage on the monster. The wound will then progress to the scar stage, making it impossible to create a second wound on that part. It is worth noting that compared to the previous game, the Wilderness now offers more detailed monster parts. For example, a monster's limbs are now divided into thighs and calves, and players can directly inflict wounds while in a mounted state and break them, so this game encourages players to inflict wounds on various parts of the monster. That's the end of this video. This is Old Popsicle, and we'll see you in the Wilderness tomorrow.